Hello, all you positive heads out there. It's so good to be back with all you beautiful reflections of the one source consciousness that creates and animates all things. If you're new to this podcast, of course, we're super happy to have you here. And if you've been listening and enjoying for a while, I would be super grateful if you would please take a moment to give us a review on Apple Podcasts. It's one of the best and simplest ways to pay it forward and help others find the show so that they too can tap into the powerful perspectives and positive vibrations we are collectively emanating. The other unique and magical way to share this show is by sending any friends you think would benefit from listening to this podcast our Game with the Universe link at positivehead.com/game. Also listed in the show notes, which will serve them up a quote-unquote random episode when they click it. Just instruct them before clicking the link to close their eyes for a moment and sincerely ask the universe to queue up the episode that contains the insight and perspectives that they most need to hear at this point in their life journey, and then click to listen to whatever episode is synchronistically served up to them. I have heard time and time again from people about the incredible results they received playing the game. So just tell your friends magical results are guaranteed or their karma back.
All right, all you positive heads, welcome one and all. I am super grateful you've joined me on this magical today. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about the magic of this game of Earth that we are here playing in. Because once we understand it more and more, it becomes more and more magical. And one of the main things that we're here doing in this existence, in this experience, is learning to make a choice. We have to make a choice here to move on to the next reality. And many of us here are ready to make that choice. And we are making that choice more and more each and every day. The choice to be in service to humanity, the choice of love, or the choice to be in service to the self, the choice of fear. We go through our daily experience each and every single day making these choices. Some very tiny choices, very subtle choices, and some very large choices. And those are easy to recognize, those larger choices. But those smaller choices, those subtle choices, oftentimes we don't quite recognize that that is what we're doing. We're making a choice to be in service to either the whole or to just ourselves. And these choices are all around us. We have so many choices through all of our different catalytic experiences. What are we learning from these experiences? Are we choosing to learn from these experiences? And what is our choice in perception from that experience? We all get to choose what our belief system is. We get to choose if we want to open our minds to a new perspective, to a new possibility. We get to choose if we want to be open to the possibility of forgiveness, of letting go. We get to choose if we do want to let go, to release, to move on. All of these are choices that we get to decide using the power of our will. Free will is one of the number one laws under our existence here in this creation. We all get free will, the free will to decide, and the power to use that will in any way we decide. And we can use it to make choices for the betterment of the whole, for the betterment of humanity, or selfish choices for the benefit of only our own selves. Now, there's this little caveat here that often many of us kind of get stuck in, which is caring for the self, taking care of the self, taking time for the self, even just the time to relax. This is such an incredibly important thing for all of us to learn to do and to not get confused between the difference between being selfish and having enough love for the self to have enough self-care practices to understand that loving the self is, in this regard, taking care of the self, loving the whole. Because as we approach more and more understanding of loving unity, we get that we are loving unity. we get that any drop in this existence is part of the whole. That means if we are here to serve, we need to be able to shine our light as brightly as possible. And in order to shine our light as brightly as possible, we need to fill our own cup, do those self-care practices, take care of ourselves, take time for ourselves. Oftentimes, light workers get this a little twisted in our minds. And I have to say, this is one of the biggest concepts that I see clients working through, is feeling the need to be in service to others, but forgetting to care for the self, to forgetting to also fill their own cup. Because what kind of service are we in when we are serving from an empty cup? We could be in way better service serving from a full cup, and that requires self-care. And so there is a balance here in this thinking and understanding that caring for the self is caring for the whole, because when you are caring for yourself so that you can better serve, you are caring for the whole, and it is incredibly important to do so. Now, when we're making these choices completely in service to the self, meaning manipulating others, trying to take control over another, to only benefit our own self, whether that be for material gain or what have you, just for emotional sake. A lot of times we do it very subtly emotionally for our own emotional sake. Sometimes we don't want to feel lonely. We want to feel more loved. And so there are these subtle manipulations that we can learn to become more aware of that maybe we're doing in our relationships that are not benefiting the whole, that are more self-serving. And we sometimes do this so subtly we don't even understand that we're doing it. I had to learn this the hard way in relationships when I was a little bit younger, having it pointed out to me from someone who I was dating at the time, telling me that I was manipulative. And I didn't quite understand it because I thought I was just being loving. But really, what I was doing was being manipulative, trying to gain the love from him. And so we have to watch ourselves to see where we're possibly interfering with another's free will choices, because this is where we can subtly be manipulative and be self-serving, when really all we need to do is make that choice to let everyone decide to be themselves, to make their own choices. And we can make the decision for ourselves to make our own choices, to be our own person, to live in our own light, and to shine it as brightly as we possibly can for the betterment of the whole. These are some of the choices that we are surrounded with each and every single day. And the more that we are aware that these are our choice, the better choices we can make. And the more we choose to make better choices, the more we remember just how incredibly powerful we really are. Now, I happened to come across a YouTube video today from the late Chief Golden Light Eagle, actually on the Moons of Ascension webpage. And this is Jen Berryhill's webpage, who is putting on the Sunfire Festival coming up here near Aztec, New Mexico, which is at the end of this month, August 25th through 28th. And this is going to be a really wonderful festival. I will be there. So check it out if you're interested to see what's going on there. Chief is not going to be there because he is deceased, but he is the original inspiration of these gatherings. And so I wanted to pay him a little homage today. And I learned something listening to this clip that I was aware of, but wasn't really aware of, and just became more aware of, that Chief channeled. And I would recognize that in him, but I didn't realize that he did it knowingly. And so this is a clip of him channeling a bunch of different, or a few different beings and entities. The first one is Corn Woman. The second one is called Bright Light. And the third, the Buddha of Truth. And this is the Buddha of Truth channeled through Chief Golden Light Eagle, speaking about the law of choice and opening the gates to future possibilities. Take a listen.
Now Buddha opens gates of future possibilities. Namaste. I am Buddha of truth. I am teacher of future in the now. And I stand in the door of what can be and breathe life and that so that it is. So truth is that which all things evolve from. Truth is the song of Creator unfolding. Truth is the atom of human being becoming in balance with the dance of the relations. Truth is the future, the past, and the present. Truth is always the same. Okay, so Buddha sees that all little people are very anxious with great power to uncover the truths of life. Yet, little people need grow in heart, in clarity, and in pure choice. So Buddha of truth told to come here by Buddha of world to speak about balance. So the circle of life is a circle because there is balance. Truth is also the circle. Human being is the spiraling of truth into higher realms and the spiraling of truth from the higher realms. So choice is the gift of Creator. So each being of this universe creates their own world. At first, the little people create little worlds. So when little people grow in heart, clarity, and pure choices, big people make big worlds through truth and balance. These are disciplines of truth and of choice. So the future is a great white river. It is the spirit waters. And within these spirit waters, many worlds exist. They are flexible and have not that which you experience as solidity. They are something you consider other dimension. So human beings' future, Mother Earth's future, is this great river of spirit. So very close to the shore will human being and Mother Earth be in shallow waters known as fifth dimension. So the great waters of the flowing, rushing river was being not ready for. So Mother Earth's already done that. Human beings still small. Little people must discipline thoughts, clear the mind of every annoyance, hold original mind. So little people must clean heart, extend their love and shine their wisdom. The little people must clean the body, unbuckle themselves from karma, and choose giveaway path, their dharma. For this great white river will manifest their every choice. Therefore, human beings must become fully conscious. Now, little people run by their unconscious mind most of the time. This leads them into all types of comedies. Yet deeper into the waters of the great river, these little comedies become tragedies. Therefore, little fish stay in shallow water. So Mother Earth is moving into this great river, this great white river. So therefore, human beings must prepare for every thought they think, every feeling that they feel, and every reflection within the sacred mirror of their body will become powerful truth in their world. So this means little people need grow fast. So Buddha of truth, see little people growing fast. Keep that eye single and clean, and truth, beauty, goodness always bless you from sacred waters, from waters of sacred life. The future is here. It is that great light prophesies, photon energies available even now. Ascension light you need but call upon. So Buddha of truth, give this one opportunity through spiritual choice. Buddha of truth, help choose for you ascension light. Therefore, wish future possibilities. Call Buddha of truth. Ascension light will be yours. And teachings of purification will be yours. And little people will grow fast. So in future waters of great river of life, the bigger people which you become will do more with the sacred law. For now, Buddha of truth, bring gift of sacred ascension flame unto human being. So therefore, if you wish to grow fast, you wish to purify, call on Buddha of truth and your life will begin to unfold in purifying spirals of nature, of true nature. Sooner you do it, easier it's gonna be. Dare to step into the ascension flame. And Mother Cosmos will fan the fires of yourself and lift your soul memory from within your DNA. Then Buddha of truth live inside you. For wisdom, flame is inside everyone. Great creator of river light, of white river of light, opens arms and is ready to receive you. So great family of light with many smiles, plans, celebrations across cosmos and time. So ascension flame is awakened in your hearts even as you read and hear these words. So Buddha of truth, graceful Buddha, and Buddha of sword of purity. So Buddha of truth gives thanks to all relations and bows to the light in you. Namaste, mitakuye oyase. Namaste, pinama wopila.
I don't know about you guys, but I could listen to Chief Golden Light Eagle talk all day long. I love to hear him talk. So if you want to hear more, like I said, go to the Moons of Ascension YouTube channel and you'll be able to hear more of him or just even more of this clip that I just shared, the 1111 teachings for the corn moon. There is so much here in this tiny little clip, and I just want to talk about a few of the things. I loved the explanations of the truth. The fact is that the truth is what we all come from and we all go back to. And it's something that is inside all of us. And we can discover it as long as we make that choice. My favorite description of the truth is the atom of the human becoming in balance with the dance of the relations. That is such a beautiful explanation of the truth. That is exactly what we are. We are here doing just that, understanding that we are all our relations. Every single one of us is one with the other, in unity, in one relation. And the more we understand that, the more in balance and harmony we become within our own selves and with each other. The other thing I really loved is the explanation of the human being and the truth of the human being that spiraling truth, spiraling that truth into the higher realms and spiraling that truth also down from the higher realms. That is such a wonderful explanation of one, our energy system, and two, what we're doing here in this experience. We are consistently transmitting and receiving information to go back into the whole. This entire creation that we live in is like this huge breathing web of information flowing backwards and forwards in this entire collective knowing it all. And in these higher realms, in these higher dimensions, we do know it all. We understand all of these things because we are connected to this web. We remember we're connected to this web. That's not necessarily for this 3D dimension to know it all. It would be disturbing to our energy systems, but we do get to tap in. We do get to pierce that veil and communicate with other aspects, with other dimensions to help us remember our unity and our oneness so that we can make these choices in pure heart, in clarity, in pure choice for the betterment and service to the whole. And remember, all of these choices, every single choice that we are making is creating our reality. That's how incredibly powerful we are. We are creating through our thought, through how we allow our energy system to be through our choices. And so we need to be more and more aware of our thoughts and our choices so that we can create the most beneficial reality for all. Calling on this ascension flame, this light that is already here, that all we need to do is call upon, accept it, recognize, remember within ourselves. I think that's going to be it for me today, everyone. I'm going to leave you with this song by Nako and Medicine for the People, Mitakuye Owasin. Until next time, I love you all.
That seems to me an easy thing for us to say. I think we could say that and mean it. And I think those are really great words and feelings and intentions, because they all have to do with what nature wants and what spirit wants to happen through us. We're articulating and being present and showing up for that next step. Thank you. We are grateful. We are gathered to be able to receive a greater wisdom, so that we might be able to help all living things. That's a prayer.
Mataki Uwasan, this is the place for all my relations, to bring celebration to meditation, giving thanks for all of creation. We are so provided for. 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 All of the blessings I receive, how could they have been bestowed upon me? So I'll put it all back in the ground, back in the soil where I am found. It all started. Waku Duncan, scan. Something holy moves here on the land. It is my brothers and my sisters' hands. It is the way we make our plans. We don't make them. Well, this is it. What is this? This is Eden. Eden is where I live and where I give my whole being to the Great Spirit. We are waiting and we're on our way. Mataku Ashen, this is the place for all my relations, to bring celebration to meditation, giving thanks for all of creation. We are so provided for. We are so provided for. We are so provided for. We are so provided for.
And that could be a song.